All right, everybody, welcome to another Sport Bike Haven production. I'm going to keep it short and sweet, kind of get straight to it. Today I'm out on the 2019 Kawasaki Ninja H2 Carbon. It's been like a month since I got to take the bike out, maybe over a month, so pretty stoked to get out today. I'm just going to talk a little bit about some, life update stuff, kind of where I'm at, what's going on. And just also some little, kind of thoughts about some things that, I've had happen to me recently and whatnot. So we're going to jump on the bike, get it started, and get right on in to the action. Yeah, it's a good little spot to take a good picture and start up do my introduction. So, well, one of the things I wanted to talk about, and it's kind of part of the life update too, but it's been a while. I haven't made a whole lot of videos lately, and I haven't been riding very much, so I haven't been making any new, I haven't been really getting any new footage or anything. And so what I had been doing is taking a little bit of my old footage and creating like a little script and having the AI do like a monologue of the script, with the CapCut app. You can basically have an artificial intelligence read your script, and I was just making these like little short motivational videos with just footage that I already had, using the AI voice, just kind of like simple script, trying to like do some motivational stuff. And I guess I had a decent reaction to some of them, which was pretty cool. Anyway, I posted one of the videos in a motorcycle group that I was in, and the video happened to be about faith, just like believing in yourself and in the path of life and all that stuff. And some people in the group basically took it the wrong way. They thought I was kind of like preaching. I posted it on a Saturday like evening, and so some people saw it on Saturday and some people saw it on Sunday, so they're hearing faith, and they're thinking like I'm trying to like preach God to them or something. I don't know what they thought, but that's kind of the impression that I got with the way that they reacted. But man, I had a couple people just chew my video up, like just straight up put me down super hard. They're just like, get that shit out of here, we don't need none of your church crap in our group, blah blah blah. And I'm not hating any which way. If you want to not believe, that's your thing, and if you do want to believe, that's also your thing. I'm not here to preach to anybody or try to convince anyone. I have my own thoughts and this and that. But yeah, it was very, it kind of hurt my feelings the way that these guys just like chewed me up. It was like they were trying to hurt me, and it did get to me a little bit. So I guess I just kind of wanted to talk about this whole idea that if you put things online, there's always going to be someone who's going to say something about what you said. I mean, you could be doing the most positive thing in the world. I mean, just take some of the Mr. Beast philanthropy stuff, like Mr. Beast is out there paying for people to have their eyesight corrected and various other things. But you got people out there giving him a hard time. Oh, how dare you help these people get their eyesights corrected. I think a good thing is a good thing, but I guess you can go really deep into the whole like philosophy of it. But basically what I'm getting at is, it doesn't matter what you do or say, there's going to be someone just waiting to take a dump on whatever it is that you think. So the point for me, the whole lesson for me of that was that I just got to have thick skin. And it is tough sometimes to stand behind my beliefs, you know, I'll just go personally. It's like I try to think things through very well and equip myself with knowledge and stuff, but I think that there's a certain level of, you know, I'm only human. I can only, you know, compute so much. I wish I was like way smarter and was just right about everything, but unfortunately for me, you know, I'm just a normal human. And, you know, I have my thoughts and beliefs, and I might be right about some things and wrong about other things. I'm doing my best. And, you know, I guess if I make content, there's the real chance that I have of, you know, doing or saying something dumb and putting it on the internet. There's the real chance of that. And for me, I am doing my best to, you know, put my best foot forward. You know, I try to be a good person, and, you know, I think I do an alright job of that for the most part. I've definitely had my moments. You know, I was just thinking the other day about one of my buddies who's kind of seen me in some of my rougher times that I've been through in my life, and I was like, that guy, you know, I got a couple of them, right, you know, but those people who've you know, stood by me and continued to be my friend even though I've made some mistakes and embarrassed myself. And I'm a pretty chill person, so I don't think it happens too often, but it has happened. And, you know, I really got to give props to those people who accept that as part of who I am and, you know, can see past those couple of things. But once again, what I'm getting at is, you know, I posted those videos, those people, those dudes, motorcycle dudes, you know, they were not supportive, and I think they just took it the wrong way. But you know, they chewed me up, and I just got to accept that that's what happens when you put stuff on the internet sometimes, and do my best to kind of disconnect my own self-worth from exactly what maybe one or two people say, because, you know, there was other people who liked that video and thought it was a good video, you know. So, you know, maybe not my best video ever, but anyway, besides all that, you know, I haven't got to ride in quite a while. I mean, at this point, I really wanted to ride really bad, you know, I really want to get out and ride, but I think the main reason of this ride is just to get the bike out and get it moving and get the charging system charged up and, you know, heat and cool the bike properly, just kind of as standard maintenance, because I'm not doing anything special for like winter maintenance. You know, I'll get out and ride on a cold day as long as it's nice and dry out. Not a big deal for me. There was a couple days that were a little bit too windy, a little bit too cold, which just makes it really hard to ride any amount of distance. So, and we've had a lot of rain lately, so, you know, 3/4 of it has been, the weather has been too rainy and wet and nasty and cold and snow and ice, not riding. And the other part of it has just been, you know, just at home, been dealing with some car stuff, you know, like been doing some work in the driveway, so the bikes have been kind of blocked in for the most part. So I think that's another like good part of why that I haven't ridden in a while. Finally, like, most of the main car work got done. We were able to dig the bikes out. Me and my roommate, we dug the bikes out. You know, he actually started coming on the ride with me, but his hands were not doing too well from all the car work. He's just like in a little bit of pain, so he turned around, which is totally fine. I appreciate that he you know, made the effort to try to come out anyway. Dang, gotta watch all that gravel there. That was not great. So now I'm just real stoked to finally get the bike out and do another moto vlog. But on top of all that, basically life stuff has been going a little bit rough lately, I'll tell you that. You know, one thing I'm thankful for is my girlfriend. She's pretty supportive. of, you know, everything that's going on. She's like, well, we're gonna get through it, it's all good. So that's cool. But basically with life stuff, you know, basically my landlord is deciding to sell the house that we're living at right now, and we actually have a pretty good deal. We pay like $2,000 a month where we're at for like our half of a duplex, and it's a pretty good deal. I mean, it's not great, like you know, I think the whole housing and rental market is super inflated right now, just like everything. It is really tough to find a good place, you know. Like, I have these dreams of being able to own a house. I would actually, you know, the dream, as I may have mentioned before, is to own 2 houses. I would like to have one house kind of out where I grew up, kind of along the river, or out in the gorge somewhere. Nice house where it's like my main house for like the next 30 years. And I would like to also have a beach house somewhere in, like, you know, I guess seaside would be pretty cool, but anywhere kind of along the, like, you know, that area of Oregon coast out there would be pretty dope to have a little place. And that would be kind of be like a place that I could go to in the, just wherever, you know, whenever vacation, and eventually maybe like retire there or something. But it's whatever, you know. I mean, the beach life is rough, maybe it's not the best place to retire, I don't know. That's just kind of the dream right now. But basically what I was saying before is that my landlord is going to sell the house that I'm living at. And also at my job is not going great. Like, I'm personally doing okay. Like, I'm a good worker, I'm doing good there, so it's nothing like that. But the company has got really slow, and they're basically downsizing a whole bunch, and they just let a bunch of people go and didn't hire anyone back, you know. Like, they just let the people who left go, and then they just didn't hire anyone to fill those positions, and they've been doing that for about a year now. And just recently they shut down one of their other plants in Arizona, and they're basically just getting ready to lay off like 30 to 50% of the, you know, the basic workers where I work. And unfortunately for me, I'm not so essential that I couldn't get let go. Like, I'm just like a production lead. So, and I've been there for like 3 years. I mean, so I kind of got hired in like the middle of the ramp, and for like a year they were still ramping up. For over a year, really, they were still like ramping up pretty good. And, you know, they had a lot of orders, but, you know, somewhere in the 1.5 year mark after I got hired, basically, you know, a lot of the orders that they had were getting canceled. Inventory wasn't moving, and, you know, it just has been super slow ever since then. It's been really tough. So, like, I've been off for 2 weeks on a temporary layoff, and basically, like, I left right when they were announcing that they were laying off like that 30 to 50%. So I'm going back after a 2-week break, and like within like another 2 weeks I'm gonna find out if I even still have a job. So I'm like super anxious right now. It feels like a chapter in my life is like coming to an end, you know. Like, I'm 37 years old, so 3 years is like 1/12 of my whole entire life. So I've been working for this company for 1/12 of my life, and you know, I really finally found something that I was like, you know, kind of okay with. Like, I've worked a lot of crappy jobs, and it just sucks for people like the millennials and, you know, just everyone, like people older than me and people younger than me. You know, we're expected to work and work but we don't have the purchasing power that someone who worked all the time had in the past, you know. So it's really tough, you know, to just like work and you don't feel like you're making any progress and you're living paycheck to paycheck. And you know, I'll admit it, part of that is my spending, but it's like, you know, I take responsibility for that for sure, but I'm not the only factor contributing to it. Like, I do an all right job of saving, you know. When I bought my R7, you know, everything was going really good. We were getting bonuses. You know, I had thousands of dollars in the bank. Everything was looking good. You know, everything was going really good when I bought the bike. And then as soon as I bought the bike, you know, I spent a lot of my savings just like purchasing the insurance and putting a down payment and making some of my initial payments and all this and that. And you know, so I kind of depleted my savings that I had at the time. And then we stopped getting raises, we stopped getting any bonuses at all at work, and you know, I just started racking up a little bit of debt. So I'm at this point where like I got a loan for my R7. I've put almost that much money worth of debt on my credit card, and now I'm just about to lose my house and potentially lose my job. I'm hoping that I don't lose my job because I really like this job, but the dynamics of the place have changed a lot. So, you know, I'm going back with a lot of anxiety right now, and it just sucks, you know. It's really tough to be in this position, and I know there's a lot of people in a lot worse positions than me. So, you know, I'm not trying to sit here and complain, but I know things could be better, and I really hope things do get better. So a lot of that is going to be me kind of changing my lifestyle a little bit and trying to focus more on, you know, not eating out so much and not buying the random little things that I, you know, had liked to buy just whenever I feel like it, type of thing. You know, I'm really gonna have to focus, and I'm gonna have to kind of liquidate some of my you know, stocks and stuff, some of my savings, to try to get through this. I think everything will be okay, but you know, it's tough. And I guess this you know, it plays into a lot of that, having faith and kind of believing in things. You know, it's my responsibility still. You know, I got to do what I got to do. I got to create my own luck, and you know, but I think there's an aspect to it that is like about having a good mindset and you know, just pushing forward and believing in it even when things don't always look super great. So that's kind of life right now. You know, I haven't got to make as much content as I wanted to, but I am gonna focus myself so I can make more content, especially this summer, you know, as much as I can. I'm gonna do my best so I don't have to sell any of my bikes or anything. And you know, I'm just gonna try to keep at it, basically. Whatever happens with my job, you know, I'm gonna just go find another job. You know, it's suck if I have to do that, but hopefully I can find something that has a good culture and pays good, and you know, everything works out. I really would like to make a lot more money than I do. You know, I really would. I would like to figure out what to do. It's tough, you know. I can't really, you know, say other people, you know, if it's easy or hard. You know, some people make it look easy, you know, and it's probably not, but you know, maybe it is for some people. I mean, yeah, I just wish that I knew what to do, or had something that I believed in so much that I could make more money, because I would like to have that house and, you know, have those motorcycles and be able to save for my older age, and you know, just have like a somewhat comfortable life. You know, I'm willing to work hard, but I also want to have a nice life, and you know, I'm getting there. I'm middle aged now, which is crazy. You know, so I can spend all day just wishing I would have done this or that differently, but I'm here right now, so I got to make the most of what I've got. So that's pretty much it for today. I definitely want to say thank you if you made it this far and listened to my ranting. Really appreciate everyone who checks out my channel. You know, any feedback that people have to, you know, improve my content, I would really appreciate that. Let's start a conversation in the chat, you know. But yeah, I just want to say thank you to everyone who checks out and spends time on my content. Really appreciate it. Just want to say have a great day and thank you so much. We'll catch you in the next video.